Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and to a long overdue return to Star Wars Legion. I wanted to come back to Legion with something different to look at, other than Geonosis, so today's battle will be fought on the first iteration of a cargo-themed board. I will be expanding this terrain for future videos to make it really dense for mostly infantry-focused games. This is a 1600 point game using the major offensive and key positions deployment and mission type. We are using 5 objectives rather than 3. A player with the most unit leaders within range 1 of an objective at the end of the game scores a victory point. We're also using a custom unit of clone combat engineers that can repair a total of 7 hit points when fully upgraded. They also have defensive surges due to their reinforced armor. Other than that, they have Phase 2 clone trooper stats. I'll mostly be using this for narrative focused games, but I just finished painting them up and wanted to get a squad of them on the table. The first shots come from an advancing unit of commando droids, bounding over shipping containers and firing into an ATRT, but failing to deal any damage. The only other significant action of turn 1 was the second unit of commando droids advancing and using a standby action, then firing on an ATRT when it moved into range. I managed to roll 4 crits and my opponent fails 3 saves and suffers 3 wounds. Commando droids kick off turn 2 pushing towards a corner objective and opening fire on a squad of ARC troopers led by 5s. Unfortunately, the ARCs don't have defensive surges and 3 are taken down. Now wanting his ARCs on the opposite objective corner to suffer the same fate, my opponent pushes them into heavy cover and fires with Echo at incoming B2 battle droids, dealing a single wound from the lethal keyword. B-1s activate and advance on 5's remaining squad. Their mass fire managed to bring down another ARC trooper, leaving 5's alone. A nearby AT-RT advances to draw fire from 5's, shooting at a unit of super battle droids and dealing a single wound. A second AT-RT aims and fires at a spider droid, dealing 2 damage. The super battle droids return fire, destroying the damaged AT-RT outright. Phase 1 troopers on top of the platform shoot at incoming B-1s in the open, destroying half the squad. A unit of droidekas deploy and open fire on a squad of Phase 1 troopers advancing up the ramp, killing 1 clone. Advancing B-1s fire at elevated Phase 1 troopers but deal no damage. Phase 1 troopers push forward and take cover behind a cargo pallet, firing into the damaged unit of B-1s. They only manage to destroy a single battle droid. A spider droid returns fire on the AT-RT, dealing 2 wounds to the walker. Captain Rex draws on Cad Bane, dealing the bounty hunter a single wound. B-1's pressure Echo's unit of ARC troopers, advancing and firing on their position, but failing to deal any damage. The Z6 equipped AT-RT fires into exposed B-1s, taking out 4 battle droids. Using their lesser comrades as shields, a unit of B-2s advance after the AT-RT salvo and put fire on both the walker and the ARC troopers, dealing a wound to the AT-RT and killing 2 of the ARCs. Another unit of super battle droids advance up the center, opening fire on clones in cover and taking out half the squad with the HA arm cannon. The combat engineer squad push up towards the AT-RTs and shoot at a unit of super battle droids, dealing 3 wounds and destroying 2 droids. Phase 1 troopers end turn 2, taking down a commando droid. The Republic opens turn 3 with a fire support attack from 2 healthy Phase 1 squads into a unit of commando droids. Having performed a recovery action from the command card, the commando's shields recharge at the perfect moment and block 2 damage. Then an insanely lucky save roll is made, yielding the Republic no kills. Droidekas continue advancing up the center, firing at a unit of Phase 1 troopers, but dealing no damage other than 2 suppression tokens. Echo and his arcs attempt to bring down more incoming supers, but deal no damage. A nearby ATRT deals another point of damage to a spider droid. Commando droids leap up onto the platform, taking cover and firing at clones across the walkway, taking out 2 troopers. The troopers fire down on a damaged unit of B-1s, destroying another battle droid. A fresh unit of B-1s push forward to deny cover to a healthy unit of clones and manage to take down 2 troopers, but are left in the open. 5 peeks out and destroys 2 battle droids from his concealed position. A full-strength unit of B-1s yield to their AI programming and fire on a unit of clones, taking out a single trooper. The Z-6 ATRT continues to shoot into a unit of super battle droids, taking out the remaining B-2s and leaving the tactical droid unguarded. Cad Bane advances towards a barricade and cuts down the 2 remaining troopers under the platform. He throws a smoke grenade to his left to cover his flank. Anakin takes position alongside his troopers on the platform, using the Force Choke ability to crush one of the commando droids before cutting another down with a saber throw. Under the platform, Phase 1 troopers fire through the smoke cloud and take out another 3 battle droids. On the opposite corner, B-1s relentlessly advance on Echo's position, suppressing him further but failing to deal any damage. Phase 1 troopers fire into the flank of a commando droid unit, but their advanced armor yields only superficial damage. The other commando unit fire into a squad of troopers across from them, but completely miss. After repairing a damaged ATRT, the combat engineers finish off the tactical droid from a squad of B-2s. Captain Rex pushes towards an objective, firing at a squad of B-1 battle droids and destroying the remainder of the squad, then taking out a single commando droid. A spider droid deals the recently repaired ATRT a single point of damage. The engineer commander takes position alongside his combat engineers and destroys 2 B-1s. A pair of droidekas advance through the B-2 scrap piles and open fire on Echo, killing one of his squad mates and applying 2 suppression tokens. Another wave of B-1s follow close behind the droidekas, adding their fire onto Echo's position, taking out his last squad member. A fresh unit of B-1s advanced behind a spider droid and managed to sneak in a kill on a squad of Phase 1 troopers. A nearby squad of B-2s add to the salvo and take out another clone from the same squad, ending turn 3. A squad of super battle droids take the initiative on turn 4, moving in range of a corner objective and shooting at a nearby unit of clones, killing a single trooper. A depleted unit of commando droids is taken out by a unit of Phase 1 troopers. The other unit of commando droids fire inaccurately into a dug-in squad of clones below, dealing no damage. Phase 1 troopers return fire into a squad of super battle droids, destroying a single B-2. A fresh unit of super battle droids advance into the center of the raised platform and fire a devastating barrage into a full-strength unit of Phase 1 troopers, killing 5 out of 6 of the squad due to the HA arm cannon denying their heavy cover. Only a surge token kept the entire unit from being destroyed. An AT-RT continues to aim and fire into a damaged spider droid, reducing it to a single wound remaining. Echo continues to have a really bad time as Droidekas drop 2 more suppression tokens on him. Anakin throws his lightsaber at a unit of B-2s, destroying a single droid. Cad Bane makes his move, leaping onto the platform above and firing twice due to his command card. He takes out the remaining 3 members of a Phase 1 squad, but fails to deal Anakin any wounds. Anakin manages to deflect a blaster bolt back into Cad Bane, dealing him a wound. After wiping the remains of his squad off his armor, a lone trooper harmlessly returns fire into the offending B-2s. Fives continues to poke out of his concealed position and takes down another 2 battle droids. Frustrated with trying to destroy the AT-RT, the spider droid turns its cannon on the depleted unit of clones, reducing the squad to a single member. Rex fires at both Cad Bane and a unit of commandos, but fails to land any shots. Echo continually refuses to die, but is further suppressed by a unit of B-1s. The last fresh unit of Phase 1 troopers attempt to take down Cad Bane, but the bounty hunter manages to evade each incoming shot. Clearing enough suppression to not become panicked, Echo takes down 2 remaining droids from a unit of B-1s. A unit of Droidekas in the center take advantage of Rex being left in the open and deal 2 wounds to the captain. The engineer commander drops 2 shields off another unit of droidekas. Echo is finally brought down by a full salvo from a unit of B-1s. Combat engineers take down the droideka's remaining shields and deal a single wound. Another catastrophic dice roll sees Captain Rex fall to a unit of B-1s, which advance towards the objective after taking him out. The Z-6 ATRT advances and sprays down 3 B-1 battle droids. Turn 4 ends with the heavily damaged spider droid knocking off 2 wounds from the Z-6 ATRT. The Separatists win the tiebreaker for turn 5, leading to a pair of droidekas taking out 2 Phase 1 troopers. The ATRT finally destroys the heavily damaged spider droid. A unit of super battle droids open fire on the last healthy-ish unit of Phase 1 troopers, leading to another red defense disaster, leaving only the squad leader alive. The combat engineers follow behind the Z-6 ATRT, repairing the walker to full health and opening fire on the droidekas while their shields are low. Bringing their scattergun to bear, they destroy one of the droidekas. A lone trooper takes out a single battle droid. Super battle droids take out a single Phase 1 trooper from a depleted unit. Some droids finally pay attention to Fives as he is mercilessly gunned down by a healthy unit of B-1s. Cad Bane drops down from the platform and guns down 2 more clones, leaving another squad leader alone. The lone droideka fires at an engineer commander in the open, dealing him a single wound. The Z-6 ATRT pushes a unit of B-1s hiding behind an objective and opens fire at point-blank range, destroying a single battle droid. A solo droid attempts to take out a lone trooper but fails. Spider droid deals an ATRT a single wound. Anakin moves to the edge of the platform using the Force to crush a B-2 before throwing a 'saber into another and destroying it. The super tactical droid Kraken charges into the combat engineers, tying them up in close combat but failing to deal any damage. Turn 5 ends with the engineer commander taking 2 wounds from the B-1s. Anakin performs a radical double front flip into close combat with Cad Bane, dealing the bounty hunter 3 wounds but failing to kill him. He also chokes out a poor tactical droid. Commando droids aim and fire, taking out a lone squad leader. The combat engineers try to beat down the super tactical droid, but their moves are weak. A unit of B-1s take down the engineer commander before he can get to cover. Another lone trooper is taken out by B-1s as he runs for the objective. A unit of B-1s is destroyed by the Z6 ATRT. A unit of Droidekas gunned down another solo trooper. Kraken cuts down 2 of the combat engineers in close combat. The droid cleanup crew is determined to leave no clones alive, as the game's final activation sees a unit of super battle droids mag dump another solo Phase 1 trooper. At the end of turn 6, the Separatists are in control of 4 out of 5 objectives, and the Republic has control of none, with only a handful of engineers, 2 ATRTs, and Anakin remaining. Victory lies firmly with the Separatists. The Republic player had some absolutely abysmal dice rolls many times throughout this game, lots of red defense dice failing hard, and even a fire support between 2 full-strength squads dealing no damage. I focused on removing depleted units as fast as possible, and eventually just committed myself to ignoring Anakin and the ATRTs, while pushing towards the center and corner objectives whenever possible. I'm sure some of you will be happy to see the droid army come away with a win. As always, I'd like to thank you for your time and hope you enjoyed the game and the new terrain. Now that I have a 3D printer, my terrain acquisition has dramatically increased, and I'll be expanding this table a lot in the coming weeks. If you enjoyed yourself, please consider subbing to the channel and liking or sharing the video. It really helps my channel grow. And if you feel like going the extra mile, check out my Patreon in the links below. On January 3rd, I'm giving away this painted squad of ARC Troopers to one of my $5 tier patrons. So if you like what I do and you want to support me while having a chance to win some miniatures, please consider supporting me there. And I'd like to thank everyone supporting me there already. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Till next time.